so it's Sunday evening. We didn't really do much today, but I decided I had a couple things I want to get done, so I'm gonna head down the farm and I'll bring you guys along. Okay, so first thing first tonight is, first thing first, before that first thing first, we cleaned our shed out. I mean, there's stuff like the trucks are in here and stuff, but man, it looks a heck of a lot nicer than it did. Okay, so our planter tractor for soybeans, our 8335R, has not been cleaned out since planting this spring. And I was in it the other day in the shed, and frankly, it smells like socks in there, and it's not good. No one believed me, but it does not smell good. So I'm gonna go over there, I'm gonna clean everything out of it. Frankly, I forgot to stop at the gas station and buy air fresheners, but it is what it is, get all the stuff out of there, so that way, tomorrow, if we end up planting some soybeans, whoever's driving it won't be gagging sock the whole time. Okay, so I'm loading up the Dodge. Not really loading up, just throwing a vacuum cleaner in it, I guess. I could take my car, but frankly, it's actually hard to believe, but this car has never been on a gravel road ever in its life. I guess 18 years old, so why start today? I'm kind of hiding behind the chemical trailer here because, you know, Minnesota wind. In fact, I should probably get the camera. There we go. Hopefully you guys don't have any wind noise there. I sure have a lot of wind here. Well, there is a lot of wind here. What the heck? Anyways, so you probably heard me say in the last clip, like, planting soybeans. It's May, what is the date today? 30th? May 31st. Well, we have a lot of stuff needs to be replanted because we had a lot of rain, like 6-7 inches in a week. But we have some organic ground. It's not organic yet, but we're in the process of converting it to organic. It's on its last year. And we planted some cereal rye there. Well, we're experimenting, so we're gonna try planting soybeans into the cereal rye, and then after a little while, we're gonna crimp the cereal rye so that the soybeans come up, and the cereal rye kind of creates a blanket over top the ground and prevents any weeds from coming up. So I'm just gonna clean out the cab. So when I told everyone that it smells really bad in this cab, they're all like, no it doesn't. And then they're even like, oh, it's just the hydrous ammonia smell from, you know, side dressing. Well, let me tell you guys a little secret here. We've never side dressed with this tractor before. And it does not smell like a hydrous ammonia. It smells like someone had a really sweaty run and then took their socks off. I mean, it's actually not that dirty, but I'm sure if I start digging, I'll find something that's making a smell in here, so it shouldn't take too long, so show you a little montage, I guess. Well, I'm a little concerned. I didn't really find anything in there that could smell that bad. I only found one plastic baggie that looked like it had sandwiches in it one time and has some like old mayonnaise, so hopefully after it airs out a little bit it'll smell a lot better. Now, if you guys are following my Instagram, kudos to you. If you're not, hit the, and actually no, don't click it because I don't know how to do that, but follow me on this Instagram here. Yeah, beginning YouTube. Anyways, you would have seen the picture I posted where I said, hey, I filmed a machinery equipment tour video. Well, I did, but I'm videotaping this all on an old GoPro, and the dark machinery sheds did not work well with the GoPro. The video quality was absolutely terrible, so I'm gonna wait for a day where I can kind of get everything outside, everything in one place, and then I'll do one. So I promise I'll get one eventually, but it won't be for a little bit yet. This is me getting ready for one of my favorite things to do of all time. Let me tell you about this thing. So, this thing's kind of my pride and joy. Actually, the whole unit is. Anyways, when I was, oh goodness, how old was I? Not very old, like 14, maybe? I came to church one day. And so, little backstory, my families are auctioneers also, along with farming. And I came to church one morning, and after Sunday school, my grandpa was sitting in the back pew waiting for me, and he kind of pulls me aside. He's like, hey, I got to show you something. And he pulls out a picture of this tractor, and he says, I had an auction the other day, and I saw this tractor, and I just thought it would fit you perfectly. I want you to have it. And I was like, no way. My grandpa just gave me a little tractor. And that was like 10 years ago now probably, but I have absolutely loved this thing ever since. Audio check. And then like a year later, I bought this out of somebody's grove. It was originally a 4-row 36-inch John Deere 7000 planter. I pulled it out of the grove, I restored it and cut it down so it was a 4-row 30-inch planter. And that was also, I must have been like 15? I must have been 13 when I got the tractor and 14 when I got this, because I couldn't drive for a while after I got this. Anyways, so I got this planter and I had the tractor and I had myself the perfect little, kind of like, wet spot hole replanting setup. Now, it was, at first, I just got it because, well, frankly, I wanted it. I thought it was kind of neat. But it ended up being a super nice thing, especially because, 2018, 2019, and well now 2020 have been like the wettest years that we've had in a really long time. And especially in 2018, I was probably driving this thing for a month straight, just replanting holes in every single farm you could think of. And in that year, and even last year, there were some holes that I planted 2-3 times that just didn't stop raining. And now, the reason this is important to me is because I have saved our family a lot of money and, frankly, time, because, I was a lot younger then. I wasn't as helpful as I am now. I'm not that helpful now anyways, but I wasn't as helpful as I am now, and it costs a lot of money to get our big planter and tractor and drive around the country just planting these little holes. First of all, a lot of times the holes are really odd shaped and pretty small, and so the 24-hole doesn't work very good to begin with. And then it just costs so much money, and it's another guy to keep going. And some different fields might have different varieties of corn that you need to change out, and there's big single fill, not single fill, central hoppers in those planters, and it's not a good thing. So I just kind of built this whole setup because I wanted to in late elementary school, and it actually ended up being kind of a really useful thing. And even though I'm 19 now, I'm more helpful, and I do more larger things. Like I planted some soybeans this year with a big planter, and I still just absolutely love coming to this every year, getting it ready, and planting holes with it. It's just so simple. It's something that I actually know the most about, weirdly enough. So no one tells me what to do or how to do it. It's just my baby. There's no other way to put it. And now the setup to get this thing ready is super simple. I'll just spend the next 30 seconds explaining it to you. Step 1, hook it up. Done. Step 2, hook the hydraulics up. Not done. 30-second process. Step 3, lubricate all the chains that run it, because it's ground driven, because 1970s. But I won't do that tonight, but super easy. Once again, like a 3-4 minute thing. And then I gotta hook up the monitor, which I am gonna do tonight. Right here. It's an old monitor. Got her off eBay. Works like a charm. Super simple to set up. Electrical connector number 1. Electrical connector number 2. That's for the speed sensor. And then step 3 is to connect it to the battery, which is just right there. So, yeah. Create a montage of me getting my planter ready right now. Well, that was a total of like 8 minutes, and I already got it connected. Got the battery connected, got the speed sensor connected, got the actual planter itself connected. It's actually underneath here. And now I just need to set up the calibration of the monitor, which I don't remember how to do, but like everything else in this planter, it's pretty easy. Problem. Alright, so now all I have to do is calibrate the monitor, which I actually have already done, but I'll kind of show you through the steps on how I do it. So basically you plug it in and it just starts freaking out, and you hit setup select, your high warning. I have it set to 200,000. I'm actually going to change that. That's ridiculously high. Let's set to 50,000. Okay, low warning, 10,000. Field area, I'm not going to reset. I'll just keep that at 0 because I haven't started planning yet. Total area, 0. Row on, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, so they're all on. Row spacing, 30 inches. And number of rows, 4. So now, if I hit the scan button, it just scans all 4 of my rows. And right now it's telling me they're failing because, well, frankly, I'm not planting. And my speed is 0. Now I can change this to field area, total area, and then speed, and then I can turn it off. I usually just keep it at speed. See how fast I'm going. About 4.5 miles per hour is about where I like to plant. Okay. Well, hopefully you liked the video. If you didn't, sorry. If you did, hit that like button, get subscribed. Check out my Facebooks at 6th Gen Farmer, or my Instagram, which is 6th_Gen_Farmer. And I'll see you in the next one. Have some cool stuff coming up, so pay attention. Check it out.